man, I ain't scared to be out here. And I'm like, hey, bro, just like chill, bro. Let's go to a different gas station. Because Chicago, you legally can't have guns there until I heard some guys yelling GDK, GDK.
Home video just released by Chicago police show a deadly shooting in Auburn Gresham as they try to find the gunman. This security footage shows two people walking into a gas station, one with a gun cocked in his arm and a cigarette, the other.
America has allowed gangs to enter our country.
The migrants that are coming, they're taking over every block right now.
The city of Chicago is gonna go up in smoke, it's gonna go up in flame.
Gangs in Chicago are angry over the influx of migrants and criminals in their city.
I went to Chirac, Chicago to go on a trip and to see what the city was like. And I was on the south side. And when I was on the south side, I went to go see Kanye West's neighborhood and his childhood home. I pulled up to the gas station. The gas station looked like a nice and bright gas station until I heard some guys yelling GDK, GDK. And that means Gangster Disciple Killer, right? And they wasn't yelling it at me. They was yelling it at the guy that was with the guy. They got into an argument and an altercation. And I was with a guy from Detroit. Big guy with tattoos, neck tattoos, face tattoos and everything. And he was mad. He was going through some stuff. So he hopped out the car and he was like, man, I ain't scared to be out here. And I'm like, hey, bro, just like chill, bro. Let's go to a different gas station. Because Chicago, you legally can't have guns there. From Michigan, I got my CPL here, which is concealed pistol license here in Michigan, but it don't transfer to Chicago. So then when we got out to Chicago, like, we didn't have no guns on us. So I'm like, hey, bro, it's a lose-lose situation. It don't matter how tough you is, a bullet, right? And it's two of us, and we had some girls with us, and it was a group of guys that started coming up to my car. I was in a red car, and they ain't know what I was doing or who I was and all that. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I think if I was a white person, it would have been different. Like, I'm a black guy with dreads. They looking like, bro, who is dog? So when we start going, I went to go get gas, and I canceled it quick because it's like, bro, listen. We at a gas station in the south side of Chicago, and the guy started yelling GDK. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Just get popped? If I'm going to be in a situation like that, I'd rather have some guns and go out like that. Like, in number two, we in their territory, we in their neighborhood. So if they defensive about us being in their territory, in their neighborhood, and they don't know us, I can't be mad about that. I rolled up in their neighborhood. It looked like a decent gas station, and I thought we was good. But then the guy that I was with was mad. He was like, man, ain't nobody gonna touch me, man. And he hopped out the car and walked up, and the guy tried to fist bump him. And he like, man, look, dog, you just can't be scared. I'm like, bro, when these guys went to walk away, you don't know what they was gonna come back with. So I'm like, bro, let's let them have this, bro. Let's just go to a different gas station. It's cool. And they, you know, they looking at me like I'm scared. But I'm like, bro, what? Like, I don't care, bro. I done been in situations, all type of situations that could have got bad in Detroit. But at least I had guns on me. I'd rather do that. Because out there, what, I'm going to just argue with somebody and they got guns? Like, come on, bro. They gang members. What you think? So, like, what, I'm gonna just sit there and argue back and forth and I ain't got no guns or try to wrestle and fight with somebody? Like, come on, bro. Like that. So he go in the gas station because he thought I was trying to go in. In his mind, the guy I was with, like, bro, if we gonna go in here, we might as well go in 10 toes down. I'm like, I get it, but I wasn't about to go in this gas station. There ain't no reason. And he was like, man, let me out on O Block. I'm like, bro, you sound dumb, bro. Like, you asking for a death wish. And we was like 10 minutes from O Block. We was on the south side of Chicago, where Kanye West grew up, and I can't remember the name of the neighborhood, but I got a video on TikTok. They all like going viral, but we was close enough to where we seen that action. And in my mind, the reason that I think these neighborhoods is like this is because you see the history where you had the Vice Lords and the GDs. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, by the way. And then any link to whatever I got, like my merchandise, is in the bio. And if you want to look at some of the gear on Amazon, it's in the description. But when you look at like how they all compiled, like you got 63rd, where King Von beefing with 63rd, and then you got O Block, and then you got, I think, STL or something like that. I don't know everything, but you got all these neighborhoods, you got all these different neighborhoods and rival gangs all in one neighborhood after they tore down the projects. And a lot of time the government will tear down these project houses and people scatter looking for new places and territory, but it create more crime because people start lurking the street and they get displaced. So a lot of time the government go tear down a neighborhood or a project house like they did that here in Detroit. And then you got people that's relocating, which stirs up a lot of crime. So like, you got all these different gangs in one little neighborhood, so it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. So then if you look at it, like, you get rappers like King Von, you get rappers like Lil Durk, you get a lot of like the FBG Duck. A lot of these rappers don't make it out of their neighborhood. They live in the neighborhood still. So you got rappers with a worldwide audience, and it's like the trap. You got a worldwide audience, but you stuck in a neighborhood beefing with somebody that's right around the corner or 2 blocks from you. Chicago is so deadly because of how close everything is to each other. Here in Detroit, when people beef, you gotta drive 8 minutes, 10 minutes, or you gotta drive, which is still close, but you gotta drive like to a whole nother neighborhood. In Chicago, the way they break it down is like, bro, it's right there. So imagine having millions of people watching your videos and you post it on the block in the hood, and your rival enemies right around the corner. You think they not about to be on your head? Because if they clap you, basically it's a reward, it's a trophy. So when FBG Duck got killed, it's like a rank. Like, oh yeah, we got Duck. Like, then they go looking for people on O Block or whatever. And in Detroit, you get similar things to where, like, if you known in the hood, a lot of these rappers feel like they can't leave the hood. They got felonies, they got warrants for their arrest, and then it's about being safe. A lot of rappers, like, ain't about to try to go to the burbs and all that, like, because they don't fit in. Number 2, a lot of rappers don't make money off the music. They still be in the streets for real. So why would you move and go to California like Chief Keef? Chief Keef was making money off the music. Why would you move and you not gonna make money? You're gonna be cut off. You're not gonna have that unless you learn how to make money off the music. Cause you leave your hood, you leave your protection, you leave your family, everything you know, you leave your resources and making money, whether you scam and selling drugs, all that. You leave all that, you go somewhere and be broke with no protection. And then you worried about like racism, you worried about like people, white people being in the suburbs and profiling. It's a lot. So this is why you get a lot of people that's like, man, I'm gonna stay in my neighborhood when I'm worldwide, I'm world known. Unless you can move out like a Dirk, have lawyers, have people around you, the right people. You take the wrong people with you. I done took the wrong people with me places where I'm moving out the hood and it went bad. So like when you look at the reason a lot of these people don't make it out of Chicago, don't make it out of their hood all around the world, is because like a lot of people feel safe. It's like you grow up in poverty, you grow up in nothing, and then you finally get something, you want to drive it back to your hood. That's why you get the Lamborghinis and the Hellcats parked in the trap houses. Because it's like you want to flaunt it. Imagine your whole life you never having nothing and you finally get it, and you go to the suburbs and the 15-year-old Tyler kid got the same car you got because his dad got it for him. Like, it's different when you grow up somewhere, you want to bring it back, but then like you bring it back, now people hating on you. Now you got girls trying to set you up. So this life is crazy. So when I go to Chicago and I see it, it's like a trap in a way. Yeah, they make a lot of money off of the music. Some make it out, but it's a lot of people who didn't make it out. We only looking at the Vines. I mean, if Von really didn't make it out, we looking at he made it out, but he still lost his life, RIP. We looking at the Dirt, you know what I mean, who made it out, but still caught up in the shootouts. We looking at the Lil Reese, like, he still caught up in it. We looking at Chief Keef, he made it out, but that's rare. Think about how many other rappers losing their life in these neighborhoods. So like when I went there, I was like, bro, I ain't about to go to O Block. Like, I was close, but I'm like, I ain't about to go there, bro, because I'm gonna come pulling up and they're gonna look at me and be like, hey, bro, who is dog? We don't know him. Nah, if you a white guy that's a videographer, you got a better chance of pulling up through the hood than I do. Think about it. You don't know where I'm from, you don't know who I am, you don't know what these tattoos mean. At the end of the day, they looking, they like, who is dog? Just like when I hopped at the gas station, he was like, hey, GDK. I'm like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I ain't no gang, bro. I'm from Detroit, bro. And it was cool when we said that, but still, like, when they all started to leave, you don't know what they was about to come back and get. So that's why in my mind, I'm like, bro, listen. When you go to somebody's hood, go with somebody that's from that neighborhood if you really want to get tapped in and see it. And get tapped in with somebody that's from the neighborhood that know the people that's well respected. It's about tapping in with the people that's respected, that got respect, that earned it, and they show respect to you. Now I had people hitting me up trying to take me through O Block. I'm like, bro, I don't know these people. So for me, it's like, man, Chicago is different. You got all these rivals in the same neighborhood, bro. They like right there. And it's sad because it's like a trap in a way, but like that's where most people feel comfortable. They live and they die for this, you know? So make sure you like and subscribe though. But I think at the end of the day, like, what people need to learn is like, man, take time to look, study, and know that a lot of people don't feel like they have an option to get out of all this. And it's a sacrifice when you choose to get out of it, and when you have an opportunity to not have your culture, your people around you, to not have that protection and not have your money opportunities. Once you get so deep in it, once you middle school and high school, I mean, middle school, high school is getting caught up in it, but once you middle school, high school, that's when you're really in it for real. So let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I got some more videos I can do and talking about this too. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the comments responding.